And we're live.
It's not sour, but maybe it is. Vinegar Cape Cod potato chips are top notch.
The salt and vinegar chips.
And vinegar, yep.
Are we moving on to general snackery now?
Right, I wasn't sure if I broke the rules on that. But...
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Right.
As Snackmeister in charge. Yeah, the salt and vinegar potato chip is a top tier potato chip.
Cape Cod in particular, I think.
I like the crunch. Like you earn that snack. The roof of your mouth hurts after.
You get every so often I'll go on a long car drive and I see the family bag of Cape Cod and it's like, well, I'm gonna be in the truck for the next 9 hours, so I'm not looking for 6 chips.
Got a carbo load. It's a long drive.
Look, family of one.
There's no diet justification.
It's like an army of one, a family of one.
That's how I got into trouble. But yeah, but dude, you get 2 inches into that bag, and it's like you need 3 days to heal from that burn.
Yeah, and there's not nearly as much as you want in those family-sized bags.
Wait, I was saying the opposite. There's too much. You can't eat it.
I'm always asking, what is it? A family of what? Robins?
My man over here's got Billy Goat mouth flesh where he can have all the Cape Cod potato chips he wants and not suffer the effects.
It's like, oh, Taylor, you've been eating poison oak for half an hour. Oh, well, my goodness.
What's your number one movie snack?
Popcorn.
You don't give a fuck about calories. You're picking what you want because you're a big boy.
I'm gonna eat crab leg and smoke a cigar. And
just get him out of here.
Watching the Shawshank Redemption. I'm just
more butter.
If you want to go that direction, Kyle,
Sister's got him good. Crap.
Nothing, Matt. One time we snuck out of Cisco early. We watched a movie. We brought 5 guys and beer with us. I had some sort of beer cider thing.
I did the same thing, but not 5 guys. I went to Chipotle. And my girlfriend and I went go to Chipotle. It was right next to the movie theater in Buford, in the Mall of Georgia, and we put 2 of those honking gigantic fucking Chipotle burritos in her purse. It smelled like chicken the rest of the day. It was great. And then we got some large fountain drinks and we had our Chipotle burritos, and it was amazing because we hadn't eaten dinner yet. We had timed this thing really poorly, and it was just we'll do both at the same time. I don't want to miss
purse upgrade, right? What did it smell like before? Foundation or something?
Leather and fucking foundation. Yeah. Get out of here.
Chicken's way better. I bet your dog would agree.
Yeah.
This was probably... Oh, go ahead.
I like popcorn. I like the standard popcorn. I do like butter on it, but I like popcorn a lot. I think it's the
classic popcorn. That's
you get so much of it that it seems like a great deal, even though that it costs nothing to them and it's costing you $8. It lasts through the whole movie. There's no way I can finish an entire popcorn.
When I get candy, or this is why I think I haven't got candy at a movie since I was 7, and because then you get your one little box of candy, and before the previews are over, you're a kid and you're so excited you eat half of it, and then the rest of the movie, half of your attention is diverted to candy rationing. Whereas with popcorn, you're just eating like a king the whole time, and when you're done, it's this 3 quarts, just fucking dump it out and let the acne...
I've seen your Twitch streams. I know you have movie theater money. You do not have to ration the Raisinets if you don't want to. You could be I'll take 4.
I certainly do. I certainly do need to be rationing. It's not the money. I'm not damn, I don't have Mike and Ike cash. But it's 2 for $4. I should stock up in case COVID comes back again. It's just nothing but Mike and Ike.
I'm laughing at Taylor, but dude, I'm in my 40s, and it's not that I didn't know trail mix was really high in calories. It's just that I had an association with trail mix and maybe nuts in general as athletes' food. This is in the same way that maybe a comparable idiot would think that Gatorade was kind of good for you, right? Because athletes eat it, right? Athletes drink that. This is what it's got electrolytes so that you can play basketball.
I need this 300-calorie drink just like Tiger Woods does.
right.
See, that's the thing. Gatorade is great for you if you're Michael Jordan playing 42 minutes a game. If you're out there fucking sprinting up and down the court for 42 minutes a game, You need 300 calories of like sugary, salty electrolytes. You need them
Maybe.
just to
I bet
keep
he drinks
performing.
water.
But
you know,
like,
uh,
no way!
Alex
I've seen him drink it.
Alex Ovechkin, a player for the Washington Capitals, one of the best goal scorer of all time. He drinks like out of those big bottles that you usually see water sprayed from. He'll have those like filled to the brim with like ice cold Coke, and just drink Coke throughout the game.
I love
And
that.
he is the best goal scorer of all time.
That's probably
And
why. I mean,
yeah,
soda.
he needs all that sugar, all that.
That's what I was doing wrong.
And he just got in trouble. They're like, he has to miss 4 games along with a couple other people because apparently a COVID rule was you couldn't go to your teammates' hotel rooms and hang out. You had to go you had to go to the practice facility and then, or the game facility, and then back to your own hotel rooms. And that doesn't really make any sense, I guess. And they all went and hung out in someone's hotel room. And so he got caught or busted. And his statement was like, I am so sorry for hanging out with my teammates in a hotel room. It will never happen again. Like,
I promise not to spend my whole suspension in my teammates' rooms.
yes, oh, you really make me scared. You know, at any time I can go back to Russia and Putin will pay me 75 million a year just to play, right? Like I can do this anytime.
Yeah, but
Russian?
over there,
I know
you
he's
missed a save. He poisons you. What's your favorite ice cream? That's where we're going. No, let's not do that.
Let's do salty snacks. No.
I do want to do salty snacks. Now, how do you feel about Pringles?
You know what? In the realm of chips, nothing special. It's carried by the flavors. Like an original Pringle, I have no desire to have that. You throw a little sour cream and onion on there. Now I'm interested, but it's still
original.
Nothing on the. Oh well, that's you like boring.
They're
chips.
all good, but I feel like it's not the Pringle. It's the dust that they put on it. It's so salty and lovely and wonderful.
I put it salt side down on my tongue every time. I eat them the same way, like salt side down on your tongue, and then mush it against the top of my mouth and then chew it out.
Is there another way to eat
You're
Pringles?
adorable, you please, rookie. I put it on one side and then flip it, and then I finish it.
You like? I just lick them and put them back in the can for some unsuspecting fuck to come along and eat the soggiest, blandest can of Pringles they've ever had.
Oh, man, I
well,
hate
these don't
these
taste like sour cream and onion at all. They just they're so soft.
They smell like bad breath.
It tastes like Kyle's breath. Have you tried Kyle's breath Pringle?
It's not very popular.
God, we are hemorrhaging money on the Kyle's soggy shit, man. First of all, his tongue's not wet enough to get them all soggy. You know,
if Kyle weren't working for free to make these for us, then we'd just be really losing our asses on this.
Yeah.
No,
we have to get some Vietnamese kids licking faster.
And I like Lay's original. Like the Lay's original.
I'm with you there because it's just a classic. It goes.
They're so oily.
You can taste the burst of oil, which is so good for you. Oil, health, and another
lubrication.
Yes,
that's about lubrication.
Yeah, if your heart doesn't get lubed enough, I'm gonna just stop pumping entirely.
My heart is lube. With all that. But another flavor in the last year or so. I think it's only been out that long. The Lay's dill pickle flavor.
They're okay.
It's very good when you're eating barbecue.
Like it so much. I'm not loving it.
If I'm eating barbecue, like it's a nice accompaniment to like some like Brunswick stew or something like that. Mm-hmm. But and the other one is Doritos. I don't think you like Doritos nearly as much as I do. I fucking love Doritos. They might be my favorite chip. There's so much of that flavor. My mouth's watering.
Ranch or Nacho Man?
Fritos are very good. I'm sorry I cut you off. Fritos are top-notch
Fritos?
Yeah. Do I have the name wrong? You know what Fritos
I said Doritos.
I know. I said Fritos. Wow. Yeah, the little chips, the corn chips. They're outstanding.
The little curlies.
Oh, very, very good. And the thing about Fritos, you know how much volume a gluttonous version of yourself would want in potato chips. You take that knowledge, transfer it to Fritos. Oh, no. That is too many Fritos. You need 1/3 of that in Fritos because those fuckers will fill you. Yeah. I
think there's one like chili cheese barbecue or something like that. Like there's
chili cheese.
That is a lot of descriptors.
There's chili cheese barbecue, something like that. And I remember my younger brother, when we were on road trips and we'd stop to get snacks, he would always get those. And it would stink up the entire back of the van, his breath after eating those. Just rancid.
Yeah, it's chili
Funyuns.
cheese.
Funyuns
Wow.
are another terrible one. There was this
Yes.
kid. I volunteered at this in high school in this school for autistic kids, like pretty severely like autistic. And there was this one autistic kid who's probably like at the time maybe like 8 or 9, and every day at snack time he would have multiple bags of Funyuns, and I've never seen someone. And I think the reason they gave him like 2 bags of Funyuns is to make sure that 1 bag's worth went in his mouth, because he was smashing them on the side of his face. It was, and you would walk by that kid later in the day and you'd be like, even if my eyes were closed, I would know I was walking near the Funyun kid, because the smell of Funyuns lingers for ever.
Funyun.
It's very potent. I liked Funyuns as a kid. I can still remember 2nd grade fucking heading over to that snack machine and putting my 75 cents in for a bag of Funyuns. I fucking loved them.
I don't eat onions around people. Like I used to never have them at lunch at work. I didn't want to come back and smell like either onions or garlic.
Yeah.
The onions and
Yeah.
garlic are just so good.
I mean, they're outstanding. It's not like I don't like them. I just, if I have to be social afterwards, I would say no.
Who's got the best bread at a restaurant?
Can you guys maybe back me up on this while we're talking sociology and snack foods? When I was in school, and I think this is true, I don't think there's a stronger predictor of teenage pregnancy than enjoying hot Cheetos. The white trash.
This is going in the book. Wow.
I mean, maybe you're right. There's a causal relationship. As far as chips, Crunchers, the jalapeno flavor Cruncher chip, or maybe that's more of a local. It's like kettle cooked, so like it tastes like it's a little better than Cape Cod. I think they have like more seasoning flavor than.
Here's an
Cape
obscure one: Bugles. How do you feel about Bugles?
As soon as I could no longer fit them on my fingers because I grew up, I lost interest.
You know what I like to do with Bugles? You take
Shove
them
up your ass.
I thought I was alone.
It burns. It burns. Take them and like use the hollow part as a scoop to scoop some sort of dip, right?
Yeah.
Get some like some pimento cheese or something and
Salsa.
scoop. Yeah, or salsa maybe, sour cream and onion, a little something like that in there.
Yeah, I like Bugles, but they never seem to win the snack aisle sweepstakes.
No.
I never put them in the cart.
Yeah, some sort of like exotic Dorito would win that for me at the moment, and I'd like to dip it in salsa.
You never said Cool Ranch or nacho cheese.
Neither.
What other flavors do they have? I don't eat Doritos. I think they're gross.
Oh my, they have many flavors. So there's like spicy nacho, which is really good, but then they have like it's like chili lime something or another. Let me see. It comes in the purple bag. I'm just gonna Google purple bag Doritos.
You know what? I bet Frito-Lay has that SEO all bought up. They'll come.
They do. It's sweet. It's spicy sweet chili. Those are my favorite. Those are fucking excellent.
Maybe I'll give them another go.
Dip those in salsa.
You dip that in salsa.
Yeah.
Just a flavor explosion, a fiesta in your mouth.
Yes. It is a flavor explosion in your mouth. An absolute siesta.
I want chips more than I want. Well, I don't know if you count them as chips, but obviously Cheez-Its would be in my S tier, my top tier.
Oh.
Cheez-Its and Goldfish belong there. And I would say that extra toasty Cheez-Its, they get to be in the top tier. White cheddar Cheez-Its, spicy Cheez-Its, those all go lower tiers. They deviate too far from the perfect formula.
I want to take Cheez-Its and crush them into a powder, like maybe run them through a food processor and then batter fried chicken with it and fry it. Like take the fried chicken, dip it in buttermilk, then roll it in the Cheez-It powder and then fry it.
Oh, Cheez-It fried chicken. Oh yeah. This is a good idea.
I'm not even tempted by that.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it does sound kind of weird. I would eat it. I'd try it.
I would absolutely try that. I never have.
I'd probably enjoy like a different kind of chicken and then just have a big pile of Cheez-Its be the side.
Oh, it looks amazing.
I'm sure. I mean, it's hard to make fried chicken not look tremendous.
3-pound sliced chicken or chicken tenders, 1.5 cups Cheez-Its.
No, not chicken breast or chicken tenders. We're doing this to legs. We're doing it to wings. the tasty meats.
You got to get those too hot though, and for too long. If you use tenders, you can,
Don't you tell me how to chicken bake my cheese.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'm stuck on this, right? Like I feel like I've figured out a sustainable way to have, fewer calories and not be hungry all the time and eat healthy, and it's been working for me for a couple months now. Cool. I don't even know how to go on a long drive without this shit. This is normal. Like Cape Cod potato chips and Monster Energy drink are how I don't fall asleep.
What if you did? Have you ever tried kale chips?
Oh, don't do it. It's awful.
No,
They're not
I
that
haven't
bad.
tried them.
You take kale and I think
You
brush
make
it with like,
these.
you can. I mean, you can buy them, but it's
Okay.
just infinitely cheaper to make them because it's just kale, and then you like put some shit on them, like salt and maybe some olive oil, and you bake them.
That is what my girlfriend made some. Like she sprayed them down. This was like
Did
a
you
year
tell
ago.
her how horrible they were and that you weren't going to die?
She knew because like she was like, I tried to make these kale chips, and she's like, I tried one. They were, there's something, and I like had, one, and because it is made of kale, there is no matter to this at all. And so like it just almost disappears like a magician's trick. We're like, I think I almost tasted olive oil. Let me grab
Like that raccoon washing the cotton candy.
Exactly. And so you can have a revolving door of trays of kale chips, and you could eat them for 10 hours and
That's
not feel
the problem with a lot of the low calorie snacks. Like there are some food substitutes that are like good food and it's not a big sacrifice. But when they're like, hey, you can have a rice cake. Like, oh, don't fuck with me. No, I'm actually hungry. That's barely even food. Like this doesn't solve any problems.
Do you know how many rice cakes you would have to eat to actually feel full?
Probably
all of them.
All of them. That whole sleeve.
I remember when I was losing weight. This was like 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, when I was fatter even now than I am now and wasn't lifting, so it was worse fat. I was dieting with I would just make. I remember I started so ambitiously. I'd made like 8 grilled chicken breasts like for the first week, because you know how you start diets and it's like I'm going all the way, and like it was just flavorless chicken with like baked potato and like steamed broccoli. And I swear, like 4 days in, I was so depressed. Like I was just like, I'm just feeling like sad, and I had to do that thing where it's like I'm gonna get a treat for myself. I'm gonna treat myself. Okay. Google, what can I treat myself? Oh, rice cake. Good idea. I go to the store and I get those. And I remember like I was sitting watching a Blues game at the time, like drinking my water. And I was like, I need a snack. And I went and I ate, I think it was a pack of 12. And I ate all 12 of them. And I was like, well, this was 360 calories. And I enjoyed none of it. And like, and I ate it like
could have had a beer and a bag of potato chips for that.
I could have had 3 beers. Or in a bag of potato chips.
What if you put a tablespoon of like PB2 on a rice cake? Maybe that doesn't suck.
See,
that would make it better for sure.
It makes it way better. But then what you're doing is really, me at least, being very liberal with what a tablespoon of peanut butter is.
Yeah, how much?
It's like it's on. If I balance it, it's like it doesn't scoop over.
Like you can make that stuff as thin as you want. So you could take a tablespoon of it, put it in the mixing bowl, and then put way too much water, and you just get this peanut butter flavored like spray.
I've only used it once. I'm new to PB2. If people don't know what PB2 is, you can get it on Amazon. I don't know if there's a cheaper place, but
it's peanut powder. And like the issue with peanut butter is it's made with oil. Like they're taking oil and mixing it with fucking peanuts and making peanut butter. And the oil is like crazy caloric, but the PB Fit or the PB2 is like really low. It's 80% as good as peanut butter, but it's like 40% as many calories.
I actually really like that description. Yeah, I would say you nailed it with that. It's all of these lower calorie foods are not quite as good. They miss the mark a little bit, but if you can settle for an 8 out of 10, that's the road to Abville.
Yeah, it's so flavor packed that if you take a tablespoon and put it in like a protein shake, the whole thing tastes like peanut butter now. Like it's so you really can like make it like spread it out over like a big volume.
peanut butter flavor seems to dominate anything.
Banana does too. I'd like to see them fight.
Well, peanut butter with banana is a good combo.
Yeah, take half a banana, a scoop of PB2, and throw it in your existing protein shake, and it's
that sounds good. But we're just getting pretty caloric, honestly.
Banana is my pre-workout.
Well, it's protein shake. You gotta get.
You can tell how we're all struggling with our diets because we spent 2 hours of talking about
this show has made me struggle.